Howdy y'all, today I'm going to show you our coveted gutter trucks. Now these are the same trucks that we have at all 5 locations across the country. They're all set up nearly identical. And I say nearly identical because some of them have nice aluminum shelves and some, like this one, have wood shelves in it. So, but they're the same across all 5 locations, from Michigan to Florida, North Carolina to Colorado, and everywhere in between. So we teach the same thing within Gutter Launch. So I want to do a full walkthrough on what a gutter truck looks like, why we set it up this way, and how you could do the same thing and reap the benefits of it. So let's roll. All right, so we're going to start at the back of the trailer here. First things first, we've got a fire extinguisher, always, right? I just saw a video on Facebook of a gutter truck in flames because the dummies ran their generator inside the cab and boof, everything went up in flames. But we've got our 6-inch gutter machine here with the guillotine, right? So we chop, makes a mess right underneath there, but that's okay. It's easy to access and clean. We've got all of our Leaf Blaster Pro gutter cover here, all right? This shelf is reserved for our budget-friendly gutter cover or our color downspouts. We stock white at this location because white is our most used color. So everything in this truck you'll see is white in color. And if we have a brown, a green, black, whatever, we fill it all in here with the downspouts. So you'll see our stock white stuff here. And then this is our sealant that we use, and we are big fans of Henry sealant. If you are not using it, that is a game changer for you. You will thoroughly enjoy using that. We do all 2 3/4 inch outlets here, so all them outlets are stacked up right there. Right here, we have a handy dandy end cap crimp tool that just sits there, so it's always at the back of the truck, ready to rock and roll. This is our tape measure for measuring out the gutter. We clip it on the end, and as the machine runs, it runs out. Real simple. We have all of our adjustable ladders. I'm a huge fan of these. Historically, back when I operated and installed the gutter, I haven't done that in about 4 years now, but all I had was 2 of these small 4-step ones and 1 5-step. My guys are loving having a 4-step, a 5-step, and now a 6-step as well. The 6-step little giant ones, you can see down here, they have this really, really cool adjustable leg. So that is super beneficial for like your uneven surfaces and whatnot. Before I go fully in, we have this neat ladder that goes up. This is where we access all of our extension ladders. So we keep usually 2 24s and 2 32s on a truck. That's what we got. Right now we've only got 1 up here. So we were just redoing this truck, so maybe one of the other trucks had to steal it, but you can see we freshly painted the floors in this puppy, so it's ready to rock and roll. This truck's been in service for 3.5 years, and we had to clean it up a little bit, so we pulled the machine out, painted all the floors, vacuumed everywhere, just made it really, really nice. So hang our caulk gun right there, so it's easy to access to do our seal our end caps and everything. 2-foot level, because that's always necessary. We'll work our way down this side here first. We got our offsets, because we buy pre-made offsets. We got box miters here, and then drain tile adapters, A and B elbows, all the fun things. Back here, we keep some snips for cutting coil, right, and getting it loaded in the machine or cutting it when it's at the end. You can see this coil's pretty damaged because we just loaded it up, so the first like 8 feet is worthless. But so yeah, that's gutter machine. Obviously sits in the middle. We like it semi-centered, just for ease of suspension wear and all that good stuff. Load up. Usually we'll have 2 coils on this thing, so they're ready to rock and roll. Up front here, we keep our generator. We just use the Predator 3500. Don't have any issues with that. Guys, grab it, set it right outside the door, and we are good to rock and roll. Keep a dustpan, a trash can, broom, and a shovel, just because you never know when you're going to need a shovel. It's a cab of the truck. Keep some yard signs right there. We require our guys to put out 5 yard signs per job that they're doing. And we have a little jump seat there in case we have to send a 3rd guy on that is bolted down and all that good stuff. So it is legal. Blew my mind that I could do that, but that's all right. All of our tools here, all right? So tap cons, because you got to go into block and concrete at times. Regular 2-inch screws for attaching to house siding. All of our bits, magnetic bits, regular bits, everything that you could possibly need there. Zip screws. We stock brown, clay, and white. Keep them all on the truck at all times. We keep a handful of batteries here. This fella who runs this truck is a big DeWalt guy. We won't hold that against him. We have our hole saws. We always keep 2 of them because it's like clockwork. When you have one, somebody's going to drill a hole, whoop, and it's going to come out of their chuck, fall, and the tip is going to break off on concrete. That's the way it works. Sawzall blades, just for the random one-off. We keep some grinder blades in here as well. Chalk line, very rarely need to use that, but we keep some pry bars for tearing off old stuff with spike and ferrule. This is our vampire hanger tool. You can see we've got all this stuff labeled where it goes. Some knives, some pipe bands, a square, downspout snips, regular snips, and downspout crimps. So all that, spare tapes there, all the tools. We keep some spray paint on. That's all of our small tools that we keep. We'll jump back up here. We got our strip miters. We got max flow outlets here. This is some wedges with another box underneath them. Some vampire hangers. These are end caps here, left and right, so we always keep them in stock. Here we have a 4-foot Malco brake. If we're just nice to have a 4-foot brake. You got a couple rollout stands there. Hide a couple more rollout stands there. And then underneath here is where we keep a box of hangers. Sometimes we'll keep 2 of them right there. So that's that. We keep a whiteboard here. This is actually very beneficial. If the guys recognize something's getting low on the truck, they'll write it here. So at the end of the day, that's their whiteboard. They know, oh crap, we got to put this in the truck, whatever that might be. You can see it's middle winter right now, so they try and keep some sealant in the cab where it stays nice and warm. They're gutter techs at the end of the day, right? The cab's nothing special. It's going to be dirty. That's just the way that the cookie crumbles. So this side door, I want to talk about that. That's extremely beneficial for just getting in and out easily. All of our tools are back here. You don't have to try and do the shuffle between your ladders and your machine. It's really nice to get in here, put your tool pouch on, rock and roll for the rest of the day. So yeah, usually we'll roll this out. We've got an extension cord that goes from the generator that's sitting right here up through to the machine, and that extension cord just stays plugged in at all times to the machine, and then we just plug it into the generator. So we are rocking and rolling. It's pretty simple truck layout, nothing too ridiculous here, but it is extremely beneficial to have all of our trucks laid out identical, so it doesn't matter who's going where, what truck they're going to be in. I could take a tech from here in Michigan, ship them out to Colorado, and they're going to know where everything is and not be lost at all. They're going to be able to pick up right where they left off in Michigan. So that is what a clean gutter truck should look like. Back when I operated, my truck always looked like this. Maybe at the end of the day it'd be a little bit of a mess, but clean it up at the end of the day and we're back ready to rock and roll for the next day. There's so much efficiencies to be gained by having a truck as spick and span as this and knowing right offhand where everything is. I mean, the reason I don't operate anymore is because I'd get frustrated when A and B elbows would be out of place, right? They'd be flip-flopped, and I'd actually just reach my hand in and grab B's thinking they were A's, and then I'd be pissed. So having this all lined out the way that it is increases efficiency, allows us to be able to pump out $6,000, $7,000 a day in total revenue, allows my techs to make stupid amounts of money, allows my sales reps to make stupid amounts of money, allows me to make stupid amounts of money. So that's a gutter truck layout for y'all. I hope that this was super beneficial for you, and if you're thinking about starting a gutter business, definitely check us out at Gutter Launch. We'd love to help you, give you the full blueprint for the setup, so you don't even need to think about it. You can just boom, 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 build it out, and it's done for you. So let me know. Would love to hear your thoughts, comments below. If you're in the gutter industry and you think something's stupid, let me know. You're not going to offend me. It takes a lot more than words to offend this cowboy hat. So, all right, love y'all. God bless. Win bigly.